Hi again, everybody. Welcome to today's video. I'm the RV Wingman. I'm a former campground owner, a lifelong lover of the great outdoors, and I love most of the people that do it most of the time. The purpose of Wingman Wisdom is to open up a two-way dialogue, a conversation, bring up some things primarily about RVing, but oftentimes about life in hopes that you will think. Not that you'll agree with me all the time, but that you will think. Help you make better decisions. So if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, I certainly hope you will. So this is going to be a different kind of a video. A few weeks back, you may, if you're a subscriber, you may say, what in the heck did the Wingman do? He had a video pulled off of YouTube. What did he do that was so wrong? Well, I'm going to tell you about that in today's video. Now, I have to warn you, I'm going to be talking in code a lot. The short story is I talked about a subject that apparently is off limits with the algorithm. If you talk about this, even if you tippy-toe around it, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get slapped. You're going to get spanked. They're going to pull your video and you're going to get a warning like I got. That is what happened. So here's the deal. December of 2020, remember when everybody was getting sick? And here comes the code. Everybody was getting sick. And then a lot of people started, right? Well, they came out with that thing called right, to make you feel better. But I had already gotten and I shared my story. Are you like me in that today, I think that there's never been a more important time in our history that we have an honest, open, civil conversation with each other, especially if we have differing points of view. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just sharing my experience because somebody sent me an email, wanted me to share it. So I did, got in big trouble. So remember the code words, that thing, remember? And that thing, you got to listen because I'm going to play that video, the same video that was yanked, the same video I got slapped for, spanked for, except I put a beep in every time I said, or every time I said something that the algorithm, whatever that is, might kick me off. So I'm hopeful that you will watch. This is the video that I tried to do. I had like 900 people watched it in just a few minutes, and everybody was very supportive, very positive. They didn't all agree with my position, and that's okay too. But nobody was negative. Nobody complained except the computer got me and spanked me. So listen, again, I have to speak kind of in code. Forgive me for all the beeps, but here's the video. Stick around. I'll give some closing comments when I get through showing this to you. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Wingman Wisdom. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Appreciate you being with me today. As you know, I say that I read every email and every comment and listen to every voicemail that comes in. I really do. Sometimes I get communication correspondence from people that most of the time it's about camping or RV related, but many times it's about life in general. And that's the case in today's video. Now, similar to other videos I've done in the past, my wife goes, you better not talk about that because people are so touchy. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to cave. I'm going to give my opinion. And she says, well, what if you get it kicked off YouTube? So let them kick me off. I don't want to get kicked off, and I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be ugly, and you don't have to believe the same things that I believe. But Wingman Wisdom is about honesty. It is about having an open communication, line of communication, both ways. For me, it's about presenting my thoughts and experiences and opinions and listening to yours, even if they're very, very different from mine. I think that's lacking today in our country. I am big time against cancel culture and all this woke stuff, big time. I think we ought to be big boys and big girls, and we ought to have some respect for other people and have conversations. And we can agree to be friends even if we disagree. Why am I saying that? Because this may be a polarizing video, and it just could get me thrown off of YouTube, and you'll see why in just a second. Got an email from Bulldog Bob. I love that. Bulldog Bob. And I'm going to enter the danger zone here. Bulldog Bob says, and I don't know why he wrote this email, but I promise you, I will respond, especially to ones like this. I love this kind of thing. Hello, Alan. My wife and I are approximately your age, and we have similar beliefs. And like you, we speak the truth. We value your words so much, we both decided if you were and boosted or not, we would follow your lead. We were supposed to start full-time RVing in the spring of 2020, and we put it off for fear of getting. We don't know what to believe we read, that the can lead to strokes and other bad outcomes, and then our doctors and other sites say that it's perfectly fine. We don't know what to believe, so we turn to you. Thanks for any reply. Bulldog Bob, thank you for reaching out to me, but I am no doctor. I am no expert. I am an expert at recovering from, and I'll tell you my story in just a minute, but I'm surprised. I guess I'm flattered that you would want my opinion on this, but here I go. I'm going to dip into that danger zone. My hope is that you and I, as a subscriber, as a viewer, can remain friends, even if we have differing points of view, very differing points of view. Okay, no, I'm not, and I'm not going to get. My story in 2020 when hit, before the were available, it was early December, mid-December, and I don't get sick. I never get sick. Well, just before Christmas, mid-December, I started feeling terrible. I mean, terrible. And thought, well, maybe I have the flu or something, and hadn't been around anybody that was sick. I don't know. Why am I feeling bad? I was feeling really bad. I'm generally a pretty high energy person. You can't keep me down. I don't sleep a lot. I go. I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't have some of the symptoms that people have of, but my wife said, you know what? You need to go get checked. I said, I ain't going to go by those sick people. So I had somebody come to the house and do a test. They showed up like in a hazmat suit, at the front door with their briefcase full of examination stuff, the swabs and things. And guess what? I was positive for and positive for the flu, and I felt terrible. And literally, after about a week, I thought I was going to die. No kidding. This was before the first was released. Nobody knew what was going on. People are dying everywhere, and I was scared, big time scared. And a friend of mine who is a veterinarian, oh my God, please bear with me, please, or not, but I'm going to tell you my story. I talked to him, he said, I have something and I'm going to drop it off on your front porch. I don't want to get what you got, but I'm going to drop it off on your front porch. I want you to take it. It will not hurt you. It may not work, but it will not hurt you. And just, what have you got to lose? I thought, he's right. And so I went to the front door after he dropped it off, and this is what he left me. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little, let me turn it that way. See that? It's a pill that you probably heard people talk about called, they're like baby aspirin, there's 4 of them in a little packet. And I now have a bunch of them. But I thought, what? These little pills are magic? So I took the pills. You see those holes right there? I took those 2 pills, went back to bed. And from going on death's door, and it's as close to feeling like I don't care about living. I couldn't eat. I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't want to talk. I went to the hospital before I took, and what forced me into doing this was the man of the hospital, the doctor of the hospital. He said, well, yeah, you've got, here's what I want you to do. Go home, take acetaminophen, and if you can't breathe, you come back and I'll stick a vent in you. I'm going, it ain't going to happen. So I went back, laid in bed, and it never got better until got there. 8 hours, 6 hours after the was in me, I felt 80% better, 80%. Now, without going into too much information, I did have to run to the bathroom, if you know what I'm talking about. And it was not out of this end, but it cleaned me out. And, oh, that's a bunch of, I'm just telling you my story. You can believe it or not. I have no reason to lie. Bulldog Bob, if I'm in trouble, it's because I took the bait here to talk about the medication that I took. Am I saying that it's a miracle cure? It was for me. Maybe not for you. Like my veterinarian friend said, he says, it may not work for you, but what have you got to lose? So now I have not a stockpile, but I got a pretty good supply of just in case I get sick. So why didn't I take the, because the doctors that I've talked to, In the beginning, oh man, you got to get everybody, and everybody in the medical community said, yes, get the. I talked to this guy, he says, well, you've got natural immunities. You've got antibodies from having it so bad. You've got antibodies. Why would you mess that up? So I didn't get the. And then as more and more people, you got to do it. And that peer pressure, everybody, if you have the, you won't get. Remember that? After many, many months of this changing story by the experts, some of the doctors I talked with kind of went, you can do what you want, but we can give you, but I'd suggest you, if you don't want it, don't do it. But they couldn't say that. They can't say that because they're afraid to get canceled. As I said earlier, I don't want to be canceled, but if I am, I'm canceled and I'm telling the truth and I'm going down proud, if you will. I think that we are in such a weird time in our world. In my entire life, in 67 years, I've never seen the division as bad as it is. It's horrible. I've never seen as many experts wrong as there are today. With the economy, with the border, with the way we should educate our children, and we're being put against each other. And if we don't 100% agree with every single thing that our political party agrees with, get rid of them. We get canceled. I agree with some people on this side, some people on this side, and I try. I'm not very good at it, I know, but I try to be balanced. And when I start going one way, I go, yeah, but is there another way to look at this thing? And that's how I looked at the situation. My trust in experts has never been lower. How about you? Do you trust the experts out there? I mean, is it okay for these scientists to give you something firm? Do it. And then it's not that firm. And they move the goalposts all the time. Is that okay? I live in San Antonio, Texas. I listen to our president. Our president says that the borders are closed. We're working on it. No problem here. Not in San Antonio, Texas. In San Antonio, Texas, there is a problem. The problem is not 3 miles from my home. There are hundreds and hundreds of people that come every day that are brought in by bus, immigrants, illegal immigrants that are brought in to 3 miles from my house. They're given clothing, a shower, deodorant, whatever, and a backpack full of goodies, a cell phone, and said, good luck, come back and see us, here's your date. And they're wandering everywhere. And they're coming to you, yes, to your area. And just because you don't see them doesn't mean they don't exist. It's happening. It's like a cancer that's spreading. Am I saying it's evil and awful? What they are doing, lying to us, is evil and awful. To deny the obvious, the 1,000-pound elephant in the room. That's what is awful. Let's see, what else have I got? I think that our government, our schools, our leaders want us to be 3 things. They want us to be stupid, and they want us to comply. Stupid, so we'll comply. We don't ask any questions. They want us to be drugged up, whether it's drugged up on a or some antidepressant. Remember the oxycodone? It's not addicting. Really? They want us stupid, drugged up, and they want us entertained. This video, this channel will never go viral. You know why? Because it's too real. It's not sensational, and it's not something over the top. Look how stupid that is. This channel is about experiences. It's about real life. It's about the good and the bad. It's about honesty. And that's why it will never grow a lot. And I'm okay with that. But my level of trust is at an all-time low in our officials. I'm hopeful with this election. I'm hopeful that we can stop the fighting. I'm fearful, though, that the fighting is going to intensify. I encourage everybody to get ready just in case. You have nothing to lose. It's like me taking what did I have to lose? If I was going to die from that, then I was going to die. But miraculously, it helped me. It was uncomfortable. I was worried about taking it, but I got to a point where like I said, what have I got to lose? All right. Wingman Wisdom is for thoughtful people like you. I'm hopeful that I didn't lose you, that if you have and by the way, I have many, many, many friends. Most of them did get the some of my family members even got, and more than half of them now tell me, I wish I wouldn't have done it. How do you feel? Do you trust our experts? Do you believe them? Which story do you believe? Do you make your own decisions? I encourage you to don't pick one side or the other. Look at both of them. Examine them. Use your head. Use your brain. God gave you a brain. Use your brain. Come up with your own decision on where you want to be. You don't have to pick this team or that team. I want you to be on the right team so you can make the best decisions possible for you. So, Bulldog Bob, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you so much for your email. Again, if you have a question like Bulldog Bob has, or a comment, I welcome it. You can drop it down below, or you can click on the description of this video where you'll find my email address, my 24-hour voicemail number, and I promise I will do my very best to get back with you. Again, thank you for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, share it on social media if you would. Help Wingman Wisdom grow. Hopefully we can get more people to think. I'm Alan Warren. I am the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. So that was my story, beeps and all. That is what got that video yanked and got me a spanking, as I call it, from YouTube. What do you think? I was not giving any advice. I was simply sharing my story, not any promises. I was, again, just sharing what happened to me in hopes that others would say, wow, that's what happened to me, or not my experience at all, just to open up an honest dialogue. So I did go through the appeals process. I was able to appeal the decision of YouTube. And I sent him a nice note and I said, can you tell me precisely where in that entire video, where I went off the rails, where I stepped in it? Can you please tell me so I know I won't do it again? And their response was, your appeal has been denied. So that's why I'm doing this video. I'm not doing it to rub anything in anybody's face. I'm not trying to see how far I can push the envelope. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm trying to respond to somebody, Bulldog Bob, who asked me a very simple question, and that's the purpose of the video that was pulled and the purpose of today's video. So if you are going, what in the heck did the Wingman do to step in it? That's what I did. Yes, the comments are turned off on this video for obvious reasons. I'm hopeful that now you understand why I turned the comments off. You understand why I did the beeps in that video. If you would, hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, share it on social media as long as you don't get spanked like I did. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.